Hey y'all, what's up? It's Ashlyn here. So this is part 2 of our book haul because there's just so many books over here on this shelf. So I apologize, but we're gonna get these going. First one we're gonna start with My Life in 17 Books: A Literary Memoir by John M. Sweeney. This is the Monkfish Fiercely Independent since 2002. I have no idea what this is really about. It talks about 17 books. I don't know. It says it's an arc, and it was found in a little library around town. We have one that just popped up called Sidewalk Library. So it's a memoir for the bookish inclined, using personal stories to demonstrate how books have a magical way to move a person from one stage of life to the next. Former bookseller, longtime publisher, and author John M. Sweeney shows with history and anecdotes centering around books such as Thoreau's Journal, Tagore's Gintanjali, Martin Buber's Hasidic Tales, and Tolstoy's 23 Tales, what it means to be carried by a book. He explores the discovery that once accompanied finding books and books finding us. He ponders the smell of an old volume, its heft, and why bibliophiles carry them around even without reading them. He demonstrates how and why there is magic and enchantment that takes place between people and books. So, not sure. That sounds interesting. I'm a little worried that it might not be the best, but it's okay. Next, this is called The Good Luck Book. I have no idea what this is about. A book about good luck. Need a little extra luck? Sprinkle a nutmeg on your lottery tickets. Put some money in the pockets of a new suit before wearing it. Carry a Virginia ferry across Lake Charles Lucky Lindbergh. Walk up a flight of stairs backwards. Eat sauerkraut on New Year's Day. And if you accidentally put on an article of clothing on wrong outside out, wear it that way all day long. Good luck. So this is a bunch of different little things to do. Like voodoo strategies for luck and love. When good luck comes to you, invite her in. Spanish proverb. Sing hallelujah. JFK's lucky loss. Luck is a mighty queer thing. All you know about it for certain is that it's bound to change. The $1 billion break. Just a bunch of fun little things. That's always fun to have. Next we have Carolyn Hart's Don't Go Home. I think I picked this up from a free library as well. A Death on Demand mystery. I don't know. It says Annie Darling, owner of the Death on Demand mystery bookstore, is hosting a party to celebrate successful Southern literary icon and former Browords Rock resident Alex Griffith and his best-selling new novel, Don't Go Home. But after the local paper announces that Griffith aims to reveal the real-life inspirations behind his characters, perhaps the author should take his own advice. Not everyone in town is ready to give him a glowing review. As Annie attempts to damage control, her friend Marion Kenyon gets in a heated argument with Griffith. It's a fight Annie won't soon forget, especially after the author turns up dead. Despite an array of suspects to match Griffith's cast of characters and a promise to her husband, Max, to steer clear of sleuthing, Annie's not about to let the police throw the book at her friend when the real killer remains at large. Sweet. Takes place in a bookstore. We love that. Next I have this one I have been dying to get my hands on, and I'm so happy I found it in a free library, believe it or not. This is Four Blondes by Candace Bushnell, author of Sex and the City. So, you know it's going to be good. It says with her first... Four Blondes tells the stories of four women caught at crossroads in their lives, facing choices and realizations that will redefine them forever. A beautiful B-list model finagles rent-free summer houses in the Hamptons from her wealthy lovers until she discovers that she can get a man for the summer, but she can't get what she wants. A high-powered magazine columnist's floundering marriage to a literary journalist is thrown into crisis when her husband spends a wild night on the town with his movie star friend. A self-styled Cinderella, whose royal husband was one of the world's most eligible bachelors, records her descent into paranoia as she attempts to recreate herself in her world. A writer who fears her time for finding a husband is running out travels to London in search of the kind of love and devotion she can't find in Manhattan and gets far more than she bargained for. Started with Bushnell's trademark with and stiletto heel, sharp insides, four blondes, a scandalous, gossipy, and compulsively readable. It's a gimlet-eyed view of the trials of love and fame, money and power, as dry and as bracing as a martini at the Ritz. So, we love this. And it's been on my TBR for so long that I cannot wait. I finally have a physical copy. I can't find it anywhere. So, there's that. You're so cute, baby. Okay, next we have this one that's been I've been eyeballing the crap out of this. It's called Cold Cereal by Adam Rex. I don't know what it is. It says there's a little box of magic in every box. A bit of magic in every box. It's from a free section. Down the road from me, actually. The college got rid of it. It says Scottish Play-Doh, aka Scott, is used to being a little different. Sometimes he hallucinates things no one else can see. Mermaids, unicorns, a talking rabbit, man in tweed pants. But then one of these hallucinations tries to steal Scott's backpack, and he comes face to face with an honest-to-goodness leprechaun named Mick, who's on the run from, of all things, the Good Co. cereal company. With the help of his friends Erno and Emily, who have their own weird connection to Good Co., Scott and Mick uncover Good Co.'s sinister plans and take the first steps in saving the world from the evil cereal company. An evil cereal company. What? It sounds... maybe. I don't know. Next we have James Rollins and Rebecca Cantrell, The Blood Gospel. The future is written in the blood of the past, the Order of the Sanguines series. No idea. An earthquake in Masada, Israel, kills hundreds and reveals a tomb buried in the heart of the mountain. A trio of investigators, Sergeant Jordan Stone, a military forensic expert, Father Rune Corza, a Vatican priest, and Dr. Aaron Granger, a brilliant but disillusioned archaeologists, are sent to explore the macabre discovery of a subterranean temple holding the crucified body of a mummified girl. But a brutal attack at the site sets the three on the run, thrusting them into a race to recover what was preserved in the tomb sarcophagus. A book rumored to have been written by Christ's own hand, a tome that is said to hold the secrets to his divinity. The enemy who hounds them is like no other, a force of ancient evil directed by a leader of impossible ambitions and incalculable cunning. From crumbling tombs to splendorous churches, Erin and her two companions must confront a past that traces back thousands of years, to a time when ungodly beasts haunted the dark spaces of the world, to a moment in history when Christ made a miraculous offer, a pact of salvation for those who were damned for eternity. Here is a novel that is explosive in its revelation of a secret's history. Why do Catholic priests wear pectoral crosses? Why are they sworn to celibacy? Why do the monks hide their countenances under hoods? And why does Catholicism insist that the consecration of wine during Mass results in its transformation to Christ's own blood? The answers to all go back to a secret sect within the Vatican, one whispered as rumor, but whose very existence was painted for all to see by Rembrandt himself, a shadowy order known simply as the Sanguines. In the end, be warned, some books should never be found, never opened, until now. I have no idea. It sounds weird. Again, just another one I picked up down the road. Whatever. Okay, next we have Kidnapped by Jane Burke, an Irene Kelly novel. I picked this up in a free library downtown. It says, not long after the last Pianist Express publishes Irene Kelly's articles profiling missing children cases, bones turn up at a California estate, and a notorious murder kidnapping is churned up once more. When artist Richard Fletcher was found bludgeoned in his studio years ago, his stepson was quickly apprehended with the murder weapon and ultimately convicted, but Richard's young daughter, Jenny, who went missing at the time of the murder, was never found. Now Irene has joined Richard's son Caleb, a graduate student of forensic anthropology, in the fight to prove his stepbrother's innocence and solve Jenny's disappearance. But digging up the tragedies of the sprawling and powerful Fletcher family is about to set off a murderous chain reaction and put Irene's own life in peril. That sounds really good. Let's do this one. The Future of Love by Shirley Abbott. I have absolutely no idea. I just thought the cover was really, like, cutesy looking. And some of New Yorkers swim the choppy waters of romance. Okay. Another one that was found down the road from me at the free shelves, which I have to check those out again at some point. But these are kind of like gross. Some of them are damaged, like the pages are damaged. Others are like really bad, so they're yellowing. Love can be a happy affair or a source of impenetrable sadness. For 8 New Yorkers, the love they find is never what they expect. Shirley Abbott brilliantly dissects those tangled relationships and what a messy knot it is. Maggie loves her husband, Mark, but wishes he weren't unemployed. Mark has little to do these days but rendezvous with his lover, Sophie. That she happens to be his daughter's nursery school teacher is unfortunate. Maggie is also in the dark about her recently widowed mother's affair with Sam, a famous publisher. Sam's wife, Edith, is more concerned about derailing plans for her granddaughter's commitment ceremony. Edith doesn't believe in same-sex love. Well, according to Sam, Edith doesn't believe in sex at all, which may be why Sam is spending so much time at Antonia's Greenwich Village apartment. As the ground under them is literally shaken in September of 2001, each member of this urban ensemble will have to rethink his or her complicated domestic arrangements and begin to look at the future in new ways. Shirley Abbott's language is so immediate, her characters are so authentic that she is able to render the perplexities of ordinary life with profound and surprising power. A contemporary Edith Wharton, she writes with humor and empathy about men and women looking for connection, for love, for understanding, and she allows us to see the possibility of happiness even as tomorrow looms uncertain. The Future of Love, the first novel from a widely praised memoirist, confirms why reviewers have called Shirley Abbott's work lyrical, wise, witty, powerful, mesmerizing, and simply a genuine pleasure to read. I don't see this as lyrical. Okay. Yeah, that one's another maybe. I'm not too sure. Okay, these two books came from a friend. So this is Jane Eyre's Charlotte Bronte. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. And Emma by Jane Austen. So, Emma, believing herself a good matchmaker, Emma tries to find an eligible man for her friend Harriet Smith, but things don't go exactly as planned, and Emma discovers that love can be found in unexpected places. That's Emma. And Jane Eyre, mystery, romance, deception, orphaned in childhood and despised by the cruel aunt who is her only known relative, Jane Eyre has no one but herself to trust. Unaided by money, family, or beauty, Jane relies on her intelligence and integrity to help her survive. After Jane secures a position as a governess at the mysterious, beautiful Dornfield mansion, she becomes deeply enamored with her moody employer, Mr. Rochester. But Rochester guards a dark and terrible secret, a secret that will force Jane to choose between the principles that define her and the only love she has ever known. Okay, so yeah, these two right here are from a friend I'm borrowing. She said I can hold on to them as long as I need to, and they're going to be held on to for quite some time because I am terrible at getting to them, and she said, that's fine. You're fine. Alright, next we have Stonemouth by Ian Banks, the most imaginative novelist of his generation. No idea. Okay, this one's like pretty damaged. I think that's mold, to be honest. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to keep this one. That's mold. The pages are molded. Yeah, I can't keep this one. Let's see if I even want to read it. It says, by the author of The Wasp Factory. Stuart Gilmore is back in Stonemouth, Scotland. After 5 years in exile, his presence is required at the funeral of local patriarch Joe Marston. Even though the last time Stuart saw the Marstons, he was running for his life. An estuary town north of Aberdeen, Stonemouth, with its 5-mile beach, can be beautiful on a sunny day. On a bleak one, it can seem to offer little more than sea fog, gangsters, cheap drugs, and a suspension bridge irresistible to suicides. Okay, this one has to go. It's really dirty. I'm going to take a picture of it, though. And then I actually found this set at the thrift store, and they sold it to me for $1. And it's 3 books. It's Room Service, Fright Night, and Escape Room by Maren Stoffels. So it's Escape Room says all they need to do is get out. Alyssa, Sky, Miles, and Mint are ready for a night of fun at the escape room. It's simple. Get locked in a room, find the clues, solve the puzzles, and escape in 60 minutes. But what happens if the game master has no intention of letting them go? Fright Night says Sophia isn't so sure about Fright Night. When she suggested it to her friends, she was only thinking of it as an excuse to get closer to Dylan. Now that it's happening, she's worried that spending the night in a deserted forest is a bad idea, but it's totally safe. There's even a safe word if things get too intense, and they do. Sophia and her friends are forced to face their greatest fears, but suddenly it's too late to turn back. And then Room Service says no parents, no rules. Fender, Lena, Lucas, and Kate are celebrating Kate's birthday in a luxury hotel. They're here to have fun and make forever memories. They all know not to bring up what happened last year, especially on this weekend. All that matters is having the most epic time ever, but someone is leaving messages at their door. Someone who knows exactly what happened a year ago. Someone who wants revenge. So these are scary good paperbacks. And I got all 3 of these for $1. The lady was super awesome about it. So with that being said, yeah, I'm going to have to get rid of this one because this one is literally molding and we can't have that in the house. So unfortunately, I hate throwing away books, but I'm going to have to. With that being said, I will grab one more off my shelves. This one's fine. This is called The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers. It's from a New York Times bestseller. No idea what this is about. Let's find out together. The ghosts of his past hold him captive, her missteps boring her to his door. A successful Los Angeles artist, Roman Velasco appears to have everything he could possibly want: money, women, fame. Only Grace Moore, his reluctant, newly hired personal assistant, knows how little he truly has. The demons of Roman's past seem to echo through the halls of his empty mansion and out across his breathtaking Topanga Canyon view. But Grace doesn't know how her boss secretly wrestles with those demons by tagging buildings as the Bird, a notorious but unidentified graffiti artist, an alter ego that could destroy his career and land him in prison. Like Roman, Grace is wrestling with ghosts and secrets of her own. After a disastrous marriage threw her life completely off course, she vowed never to let love steal her dreams again, but as she gets to know the enigmatic man behind the reputation, it's as if the jagged pieces of both of their pasts slowly begin to fit together, until something so unexpected happens that it changes the course of their relationship and both their lives forever. So it sounds like it's going to be really good. It's got decent, it's not small print, so that's even better. We love that. So yeah. There are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, technically 14 books off my shelves that I'm going to be reading soon. So, yeah. I hope that you guys enjoy this and keep an eye out. I know for a 100% fact next month I'm going to be reading these, if not the end of this month. So keep an eye out for these because they will be getting cracked open, and the spines will be getting cracked. So, because those are going to be really good reads for October and for spooky season. With that being said, I hope that you enjoy this. Let me know once again, just like the last video, what you guys feel is going to be a 5-star, what you think I'm going to be not interested in. And if you're interested in any of these yourselves, just let me know. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!